How much does it cost to replace a roof? In this video, I'm gonna go over different roof sizes, different prices. If you're the homeowner, this video is for you. If I bring you any value, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dmitry Lipinski. I have been a roofing contractor for 7 years. 1 year ago, I sold my roofing business, and today I make videos just like this one to help you, educate you, anything roofing related. And in this video, we're gonna talk about how much roof should cost. I want to start with the two opening statements. Number one, that roofs are more like a car sales. You will never see roofing prices go down. In the last 30 years, roofing only have been increasing. While it's a commodity business, it's not like buying a gas where price might fluctuate based on economy or raw materials. Gas or oil might go up or down, but roofing prices usually stay up for two reasons. Number one is materials never goes down. Asphalt shingle manufacturers never lower their price, and last year alone we've seen about 7 price increases, which ended up costing roofers about 30% more than a year prior. In the last 12 years, priced for asphalt shingles, 80% of roofs in the United States, almost doubled. And second one, inflation and cost of labor also never goes down. We'd like to get paid more, not less. You should be more warned and more careful with the lower bidders than higher bidders. You're more likely to get screwed going with the cheapest bid. And if you look at the complaints reports, and believe me, I've looked at hundreds and hundreds of those, most problems happens with the cheapest bids, contractors who don't charge enough. So I'm gonna explain to you what it costs in different parts of the country to replace a roof, what affects the price, how you can save money, and how to have a conversation with your contractor. So first, let's establish average size and average price and then build from there. This is your typical smaller house in the United States. This one actually in New Jersey, 2,000 square feet, which in roofing language called square. Square is 10 by 10 feet. 100 square feet is one roofing square. 2,000 square feet, it's 20 roofing squares. You'll hear it often from roofers, and I'm gonna often refer it as well. So typical roof is anywhere between 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. Everything is bigger in Texas. In Texas, average roof will be more on the 3,000 level, where in downtowns, metropolitan areas, Minneapolis, Chicago, New Jersey, you will see a lot of smaller houses, about 1,500 square feet. But typical is about 2,000 to 2,500 squares. And if your roof looks like this, typical price, average price in the United States is anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000. So if your roof looks like this, you should be expecting anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000. Again, this is 2022. Next year and years later, it will cost more. This is the cheapest price. If you have bids that cheaper than that, I would be on alert. So $400 to $500 a square is minimum wage, if you will. There are a lot of contractors who will give you cheaper prices, but they usually add to the statistics. 80% of roofing contractors go out of business in a few years, and if you pay for a house like this $6,000, $7,000, someone probably cutting corners or not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Roofing is tough. It's a hard business. It's very competitive. Labor have to be compensated. Work comp has to be purchased. Overhead have to be met, materials have to be paid. With all of that, it's hard to do it for less. It will cost more in LA or New York. LA, not to get too much in the politics, but it's everything is more expensive in LA. You have different labor rules. You have to buy work comp. You cannot use subcontractors. In LA, it's pretty expensive market. The same as New York. Now, Texas, Midwest will be a little bit less. Alabama, Atlanta will be a little bit less, but overall, you're getting the picture. Now, let me show you a few details what will increase the price for your roofing job. First factor that dramatically increases cost of roofs is complexity. If your roof looks like this, which is dome-looking structure, you will definitely pay more. Why? Because it'll take way more time to go through all the different areas. If your roof is very steep and you cannot walk on it, you will pay more. How much more? Well, sometimes double. Why? Because roofers charge per day. How many days it will take? Well, walkable roof, as long as it's 412 and you can walk on it, you're gonna tie yourself with the ropes for safety, but you still can walk on it. Well, some roofs you can't do that. If it's 12-12, you're gonna move way slower, and most jobs, walkables, 20-30 squares, will take your crew 1 day, while something like this might take a week. So if you spending 4 more days, 3 more days on a project, think about all the labor that goes into it, plus all the waste for all the shingles. Something like this will have 20-30% waste factor, where typical gable roof, like we've seen at first picture, will be 5% waste. So you will definitely pay double or triple the price for something like this. Here's an example of a very steep roof. You can see the details, you can see all of these gables. It's all, ridges, corners, all of them will add quite a few details, will add time in a production, and it's very hard to walk on this one. This one is from Justin Dean Hubbard's Ohio roofer, sent us this picture. Another factor that dramatically increases price of the roof replacement is how tall is the building. There's a huge difference between 1-story, 2-story, and 4 stories. This house right here is a 3-story high. So safety measures on another level, plus to get materials there, to get crew there, to clean and to work. Overall, you will definitely spend way more time preparing everything on the ground, everything on top of the roof, everything gonna take way longer. So this house right here is a great example of one expensive roof. This one is, I actually asked my roofer, Justin Dean, he is in Cincinnati, Ohio. This job was $37,000 and it's 72 square feet, 7,200 squares. So very complex, very tall building. Roofs don't get much harder than this. And for that reason, homeowner will pay, 20-30% at the very least, 200% more than if that would be one level and 412 pitch. You get the idea now. So if your house looks like this, you should be expecting to pay about $40,000. If this house would be in New York or California, it's probably going to be 50, 60, up to even $70,000, double that. Just another example, a little bit, still big roof, 30 squares. This one comes from DT Roofing in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. This is your typical Texas roof. It's actually not as bad. It's not as complex, not as many details. 1-story, 30 square roof. And this one, $17,000. Way cheaper. But still, price per square is similar to previous one in Ohio. Another cool roof with pretty cool design. Caleb Helmut sent us this picture, 58 squares. So you get an idea how much this is gonna be. So I would probably pay about $500 a square, maybe up to $600. Really big job. Really like the design, but you get the idea now on the pricing. Another huge factor is waste management. I wanna show you a picture of a cedar roof. If you don't have, Caleb also sent us this one. 46 squares, very, very complex. Make sure that your roofer understands how much it takes to remove cedar shakes. On a job like this, I would probably guesstimate, I've done a lot of cedar roofs in my life, and jobs like this, probably you're talking about 6 to 8 dumpsters. Very common rookie mistake. If your roofer does not replace a lot of cedars, they're kind of going away. They're not trending. We see less and less cedar jobs. So a lot of roofers, newcomers, never bid it on a job like that. And if they did not put 6-7 dumpsters on a project like this, average dumpster costs $400 to $500 these days. You can imagine how much of a mistake that is for the roofing contractor, and oftentimes it'll eat all their profit and they might ask you for extra money. What I see with the complaints from homeowners, oftentimes when disputes are happening, is because of things like this, where a contractor makes math error. He did not calculate all the expenses. Another problem too with the cedar roofs and asphalt as well is how many layers that roof has. So if your estimator, your roofing sales rep, comes out. If he's not thorough, if he's not pulling up your shingles to see how many layers, he will definitely lose money on the job, because if you have 2 or 3 layers, it will double or triple the waste factor, more dumpsters, but also labor to remove. I mean, something like this will cost you probably closer to $1,000 a square. So this could be $46,000, $56,000 job, easy. Brian Espinoza sent us this picture. Thank you, Brian, for sending it. You can see complexity of the job here. You see scaffolding, you see planks. I mean, job like this will literally take 10 times longer than typical walkable roof. Not only how steep it is, but also how complex it is, how tall it is from the ground. I mean, this is a tricky one. So if your house looks like this, please don't think about just how many square feet the roof is. Think about complexity and how labor intense that project gonna be. Jared, one of our preferred contractors in directory, sent us this picture. You can see when job is simple, when everything is open, you can offload it, you can move faster, beautifully done job. You know, I love when shingles are spread like this. Here's the final project. You don't have too many details, and actually would be much faster roof to roof. If you did not see your roof today on a picture, if I did not answer your question, or you're disappointed that this video was misleading in any way, shape, or form, I apologize. One of the services we do offer is you can send us a picture of your house and your address, your location. Me or someone on my team will look at it and will tell you what's the fair price for your roofing projects. I also want to mention directory.com. It's one of our businesses where you can find roofing contractors and really good deals on roofs. Like, for example, Mr. Roofer here offers $8,000 full roof replacement for ICO Dynasty shingles up to 2,000 square feet. If you click on this deal, you will see full description, no gimmicks. One of the reasons contractors can offer full roof replacements for affordable price like this, because they are saving big on marketing expenses. It's expensive to advertise roofing business because Google is expensive, advertising TV, everything is expensive, and roofing is very competitive business. So when contractors list their businesses here and get endorsed by directory, they can afford to pass the savings to you. Check out directory.com for all deals from roofers we recommend and endorse. Every contractor, every offer, and every deal comes with a $20,000 guarantee. We don't give better recommendations. If you find contractors on directory.com, you can call us or contact us to claim the guarantee if something goes wrong. If they take your money, run away, or if they do the job and you have to start over because they did not have capacity or knowledge to do it right at the first time and not capable to fix the mistakes they did, we're gonna step in, we're gonna help you to find a better contractor, fix the mistakes, so you don't have to have those headaches. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm gonna put my information below so you can send us information or even estimates for your roofing project, and we'll help you to find a good contractor, because roof is important. No one should be going through headaches hiring a bad one, and we're here to help you the best way I can. Give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.